This is KGW News at 11.
We begin tonight with breaking news of a deadly shooting that happened this New Year's Eve in Northeast Portland. This is video just in from the scene on Paloma Road, west of the Columbia Edgewater Country Club. Police tell us that 2 men were shot. Both were taken to the hospital, but one of them has died. Homicide investigators are on the scene now. There is no word on the suspect. Thank you for joining us for KGW News at 11. I'm Art Edwards. Street racers took over Portland streets again, blocking traffic with police nowhere to be seen. Takeovers caught on camera happened last night, with more expected tonight. It is just one more element adding to safety concerns on the roads on this New Year's Eve. Ashley Grams is live in the newsroom. Ashley, you spoke with a few of the people who were impacted by all that disruption.
I did, Art, and that includes a rideshare driver who got blocked by a takeover while he had a passenger in the car. I saw dozens of social media posts about last night, and some posts even indicating more could happen tonight.
Fireworks light up the sky Saturday night in North Portland. But no, this isn't a New Year's Eve celebration.
Somebody I heard on the sidewalk or something said, oh, it's a takeover or a car show.
J.S. Martin II stumbled upon this street takeover on Marine Drive and turned on his GoPro, taking this video. Cars pulling dangerous stunts and crowds of onlookers filling the street.
In that type of situation, you don't know if someone's going to blow a tire, someone's going to hit the gas guard. I don't know.
An hour later, around 1 in the morning, the same scene at the intersection of Cully and Prescott in Northeast Portland.
Doing donuts, and I'm seeing a lot of smoke. I mean, there was so much smoke it looked like something was on fire, but it wasn't. It was just they're burning tires.
This man is a rideshare driver who was caught in the takeover with a passenger in his car. He didn't want to go on camera, but did say he's concerned for everyone's safety.
It stops traffic for one, but for the big thing, and this is the main reason why I hate it, is it's a major safety issue. People have died.
He told us he called 911, but never saw police clear the scene.
It makes me mad that you call and it's just a waste.
Martin also wondered why officers weren't on Marine Drive and asked another spectator.
Where I want to know is how long did it take the cops to show up?
In an effort to crack down on illegal street racing, both Oregon and Washington lawmakers have passed bills that impose harsher punishments for drivers and organizers.
Now, earlier this year, after another street takeover, Portland police told us they don't always have enough officers to coordinate a large enough response to end these type of street racing events safely. Now, we did reach out to police today to ask if they plan to step up patrols tonight, and we did not hear back. Art?
Thank you, Ashley. Developing tonight, police are investigating a crash that killed a motorcyclist and put a second person in the hospital. This was the scene on 122nd near Stark about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Investigators say the motorcycle collided with a car. They have not said at this point what caused the crash. A passenger on the motorcycle was sent to the hospital in critical condition. This is the third deadly crash on Southeast 122nd in just the last week. And as New Year's Eve parties let out around Portland, officials are hoping to keep the roads safer by offering free rides home. TriMet buses and trains and the Portland streetcar are now free to ride for the rest of the night. MAX trains will also run longer past 2 a.m. If you're in Vancouver, C-Tran rides are also free, with some routes extending into the early morning hours as well.
Portland has had a record number of traffic deaths this year, many involving alcohol. We don't want people to become a statistic.
Now, you may also be able to get your ride reimbursed if you take an Uber or a Lyft. DeMoore Law Group, a Portland-based personal injury firm, is providing 100 reimbursements to local residents. We are less than an hour away until we say goodbye to 2023 and hello to 2024. Let's get a quick check of the forecast with meteorologist Joe Ranieri to see what the new year is going to be bringing us. Joe?
We're looking at about another 56 minutes until we ring in 2024, and it's going to start like 2023 ended with some kind of dense fog in a few locations. Of course, that was the case earlier this morning. Temperatures, though, will be right around the upper 30s, low 40s. But right now, we're under the influence of a ridge of high pressure, but still, we are allowing some clouds to kind of sink in a little bit, and that's what we saw a good portion of the day. Right now, taking you out to Portland's living room from our Pioneer Courthouse Square camera. Temperature of 45 degrees. You can kind of see quite a few people gathering outside the Christmas tree out there. As we look at the forecast for tonight, we are going to be looking at basically mostly cloudy skies, some areas of dense fog again. That's already evidenced throughout parts of the central and southern Willamette Valley. And as we look at the visibility throughout parts of Hillsborough, it's down to less than 2 miles. And these numbers are just going to decrease as we head into the early morning hours. Down into Eugene, you're looking at a quarter of a mile visibility. So be aware of that. This is going to change here over the next few hours. And temperatures right now are in the upper 30s to low 40s. Coming up in my detailed forecast to talk more about what 2024 is going to bring, at least for the first couple of days. And I'm also looking at some low elevation snow. I'll talk more about that in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks, Joe. Move over Times Square. Milwaukee, Oregon was the place to be this New Year's Eve. For the first time, the city dropped a 7-foot-tall lighted cherry to bring in the new year. They dropped it at 9 o'clock for the East Coast New Year so families could celebrate together. The kids thought it was a good call.
Well, it's very good because usually my parents fall asleep earlier than midnight so they can do it like with everybody.
Like the giant cherry in the sky. I mean, just seeing that is crazy.
The design and putting the lights in there was a lot of work. The programming was a lot of work, but look at this. I mean, it's totally worth it.
That last person was Matt Schilling, who did the lights for the cherry. Now, if you're wondering why a cherry, well, it turns out the Bing cherry was actually invented near what is now Milwaukee. A Chinese nursery foreman named Ah Bing created the variety that has become the most popular kind of cherry. In Portland, a big party is still going on strong at the Art Museum. Here's a live look right now from the 31st annual Champagne Ball. Organizers say it is the longest running New Year's Eve celebration in the city. There are 2 different ballrooms and a karaoke lounge, as well as a big countdown to midnight complete with glow sticks and noisemakers. We will have more from the Art Museum immediately following KGW News at 11. It is all part of the Northwest New Year's Celebration Special. We'll also peek in on festivities at the Space Needle in Seattle as well as Spokane. You can watch right here on KGW, streaming on KGW Plus and KGW.com, all starting at 11:30.